The Chitrik Academy is dedicated in loving memory of Rabbi Tzvi Hirsh Chitrik.
Welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to learn from Shalach Le Rav Chisda, over here where the red dot is, until the Itmar, where the red dot is down here. It looks like a long piece of Gemara, but it's a very simple piece of Gemara. Let's go to our blackboard. Today's Gemara, we are going to learn about an exchange of letters that Rav Chisda sent to Rab Nachman. Rab Chisda had asked Rab Nachman, we know that sometimes the Chachamim are allowed to give a knas to someone if they do something wrong. For example, Rab Chisda is going to tell us that if someone kicks someone with their knee, they need to pay the other person a knas of 3 sloim. So let's write that down. If someone kicks someone with their knee, they pay 3 sloim as a knas. And he also mentions that if someone kicks someone without their knee, just gives them a kick, then he gives 5 sloim. So for a regular kick, he will give 5 sloim. And if a person takes the saddle of a donkey and hits someone else with it, then they will pay 13 sloim. Let's write that down. If someone uses the saddle, then it will be 13 slime. This means that it's the slime like we mentioned earlier. But he asks, what is the halacha if someone uses either the handle of a shovel or the blade of a shovel? So regarding a shovel, that's the question that Reb Chisda is asking to Reb Nachman. He sent him a letter to Reb Nachman. So this is what our Gemara is going to discuss today. What is the halacha if someone hits someone else with a shovel? Let's see the Gemara. Shalach le Rav Chisda le Reb Nachman. Rav Chisda sent to Reb Nachman a question. He said, Harei amnu l'rekuva shalish. The Chachamim said that if someone hits someone with his knee, he will need to pay the other person 3 sloim. Ulebi'ita chamish, and for a regular kick with his foot, he'll pay 5 sloim. V'lisnoi keres shloishasrei, and for hitting someone with a donkey saddle, he'll pay 13 sloim. So lepanda demara, what about if someone hits someone with the handle of a shovel? Mara is a shovel. Ulukupina demara, or if he hits someone with the blade of the mara, what will be the halacha? This is the question that Reb Chisda sent to Reb Nachman. So the Gemara answers, Shalach le, Reb Nachman sent back to Reb Chisda. Chisda, Kansa kamagbis bebavel? Are you collecting a knas in Bavel? Knasa kamagbis, are you collecting a knas bebavel? We know that the Chachamim were masakin. These halachas of knasim was only in Eretz Yisrael, not in Bavel. So Reb Chisda was in Bavel. So how is he charging these knasim? Let's see. Let's go back to the Gemara. So he said, Reb Nachman said, Ema li gufa du'uvda, tell me the whole story. Heiche havi, what exactly happened? So this is the reply that Reb Nachman sent back to Reb Chisda. Shalach lei, so Reb Chisda sent him back a letter. Dahu gargusa debeitrei. There were 2 people that had a gargusa, had a well in between their fields. The case is as follows. Let's scroll down a little bit, get a little space. There were 2 people that they each owned a field not too far from each other. One person's field was over here, and the other person's field was right over here. In order to water the field, they needed water, of course. Now, between both fields, there was a well. There was a well with a barrel that they would get water from. But there was not enough water in the well for both of them. There's only enough water in each well for every day. There was only enough for one field. So they made a deal. One day this person would receive, let's call him Reuven. One day Reuven would water his field, and the other day Shimon would water his field. And that's how they did it. Sunday would be Reuven, Monday would be Shimon, and so on and so forth. One day it was Shimon's turn to water his field, and Reuven went and took the water and watered his field, and now Shimon was not able to water his field. So Reuven took the water on a day that was not his day. So Shimon went and took a shovel and he hit Reuven with the shovel. So now they came to Reb Chizda, Reuven and Shimon came to Reb Chizda, and Reuven asked, does Shimon need to pay a knas or not? Does Shimon need to pay him for hurting him? And this is the case that Reb Chizda sent and asks Reb Nachman. Let's see this in the Gemara. Shalach lei, so Reb Chizda sent to Reb Nachman that this is the case. Dahu gargusa the beitrei, there was a well that belonged to two people. The chol yema have dale chad minayo, that every day one person would draw water from this well. Asa chad, one person came along. Kadali b'yema deloi deloi, and he drew water on a day that was not his. So his friend Shimon told him, Amrlei yemididihu. Shimon told Reuven, today is my day. And so why did you take the water, or stop taking the water? Loi ashkach bei. And Reuven ignored him, did not listen to him, did not pay attention to him. So what happened? Shakal panda demara. So Shimon took the handle of a shovel, amachia, and hit him with it. So what is the halacha? This is the case that Reb Chizda told Reb Nachman. So let's write over here Reb Chizda so we can know who said what. This is Reb Chizda talking, and this is Reb Nachman talking. This is Reb Chizda as well. So Amar Lei, so Reb Nachman answered Reb Chizda. Here's Reb Nachman speaking again. Amar Lei, Reb Nachman said, Meya pande bepanda lemachye. He could have hit him even with 100 times with the handle of the shovel. Reb Nachman says Shimon had the right not only to hit him once with the shovel, he could have hit Reuven 100 times with the shovel, because Reuven deserved it. And he continues and says, Afilu lemanda amar loy avid inish dina l'nafshei. There's a machlokes we're going to learn later on, that whether a person is allowed to take the law in his own hands. For example, in our case, does Shimon need to go to Bezdin? Does Shimon need to bring Reuven to Bezdin in order to decide what should be done? Or is he allowed to take matters in his own hands and hit Reuven? So there's a machlokes. One opinion says you are allowed to take the law into your own hands, and the other opinion says a person is not allowed to take the law in his own hands. So Reb Nachman says, even according to the opinion that says a person is not allowed to take the law in his own hands, over here he would agree that Shimon can hit him more times, and Shimon did the right thing and does not need to pay knas. Why? We'll see. Afil lemanda amar, even according to the opinion that says loy avid inish dina l'nafshei, a person cannot take the law into his own hands, he cannot do the din by himself. B'makim seida, if a person is going to lose out from it, till he goes to Bezdin, avid inish dina l'nafshei, a person is allowed to take the law in his own hands. Why? In our case, Reuven was taking all the water that was in the well. If Shimon wouldn't stop him, then Shimon's field would be ruined, because it was supposed to be watered that day, and it wasn't, so the field would dry out. So Shimon had the right to take his shovel and hit Reuven before Reuven takes all the water. So in such a case, in a case where a person will lose out from it, everyone agrees that Shimon did the correct thing. So everyone will agree that Shimon had the right to hit Reuven. And this is the end of this lesson.